You. You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box of that. That's cool. The like button is that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So I didn't do a recap last night of the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings. Obviously, if you're seeing this video now, obviously the Sacramento Kings won the game last night. They will be playing the New Orleans, not the New Orleans, they will be playing the New Orleans Pelicans, pretty much for the eighth seed. Um, I just want to give my thoughts on the Golden State Warriors. Now I got a few things I want to say. Right now we're gonna go into conspiracy mode, 10-4 Kofi, and all that whole other shit. Right. My first thing would be that um, anything to make Steph Curry look bad and to make LeBron look better than Steph Curry, even though they have the same amount of rings and Curry got four rings in a shorter span of time than LeBron did. Because y'all know that I have Steph Curry over LeBron James. That's my personal opinion. But for so anything to kind of make him look bad, I should have known that. I should have known with me saying that the Lakers are going to win, that they was going to make sure Curry loses because it just looks better for LeBron at the end of the day. Oh, look, man, Curry didn't get it done, but LeBron got it, man. LeBron the GOAT. LeBron win this generation. LeBron is the player of the generation right now, not Curry. Curry just got eliminated by the Sacramento Kings. So I should have known that, right? That's number one. Number two, okay? Golden State Warriors have to get rid of Draymond Green. I mean, the time is up. Now, I get it. Klay Thompson. Tell her, how you going to say that? Klay Thompson gave him 0 for 10. And you said that Klay Thompson, look, hey, man, it happens, man. Sometimes players have bad games. Sometimes players have bad series. Sometimes players have a bad season. In Klay Thompson's defense, Klay Thompson has won y'all 4 championships. Won the Golden State Warriors 4 championships. Was a big piece of winning those 4 championships. So he wasn't like somebody who rode the bench most of the time and shit like that. He was a player that was very important in the success of the Golden State Warriors. So for him to come up short and have this up and down season that he's had, and then for it to end like that, for his season to end like that, it kind of just is what it is. Do I think the Golden State Warriors need to move away from Klay Thompson? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna tell you who y'all need to get rid of. This man right here on the screen, Draymond Green. Draymond Green has to go. The Golden State Warriors want any kind of chance of being relevant again. They have to get rid of Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a guy that, number one, he's too emotional. Okay, he's way too emotional out there on the basketball court. Now, I used to say that Draymond Green was the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors. He was the engine of the Golden State Warriors. Well, engines get old and you have to replace engines. You have to replace engines out of a car or you have to get a new car. I think at this point in time, it's time to get rid of the goddamn car. That's my personal take on that, all right? I have a plethora of reasons why why they need to move on from Draymond Green, okay? And salute to Ticket TV because I was listening to his video last night. I meant to do this last night, but I was kind of faded last night, so I really couldn't. I really couldn't do it, so I just kind of passed out last night, at least after the game. He brought up the fact that Draymond Green is a double agent, and that's the one key part that I really wanted to cook on right there. So I'm gonna cook right now. Draymond Green is a double agent, and what do you mean by a double agent? Number one, he signed with Clutch Sports. Okay, this dude praises LeBron James, gets on his knees for LeBron James, and anything to make LeBron look good, he's a part of that. This is why this nigga was hurt when LeBron did the whole series that he's doing with JJ Redick, because he like, man, I've been sabotaging the team. I've been, I've been sabotaging my own team for you, LeBron. And you gonna go up there with JJ Redick and you gonna do a podcast with him. You couldn't do one with me. We're part of the same. I signed to your agency, LeBron. I signed to Clutch Sports. And you're not gonna do a podcast with me. You're not even gonna come on my show, LeBron. You gonna go do it with JJ, a nigga you ain't never even had as your teammate. I done threw games. I done threw series for you, LeBron. And for you to get out here and do me like that, LeBron, that is wrong. That is wrong. You know what I mean? So that's number one. I do think the nigga's a double agent for LeBron James and Clutch Sports. Can't have no nigga like that on your team. It just is what it is, right? Number two. Now, the old Draymond was good. But once Draymond started becoming cool with this clown, I mean, not even clown, but once Draymond Green started becoming cool with the ops, it's time to move on, bro. It's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, okay? Ran KD out of town. That's the first one, right? Ran KD out of town on what they could have had as a dynasty and kept winning and kept making it to the championships and had more rings. They probably would have had at least 5 or 6 rings, maybe possible 7, right? So you ran KD out of town. The whole footage of you punching on Jordan Poole and all this other shit. Now, to a certain degree, I do think there was a lot of frustrations built up with the Jordan Poole situation, right? And maybe Jordan Poole was getting a little bit too ahead of himself. Jordan Poole reminds me of a nigga that's a little bit too, nigga start doing a little something for himself. All of a sudden this nigga is, he think he above anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit for no fucking reason and shit. Like a nigga like Jordan Poole, you might have to punch a nigga like that. I ain't want to sit up here and hold you. Nigga get too big for his bridges and shit. Just start thinking he could talk crazy to anybody and shit. Like, yeah, a nigga like Jordan Poole, you might. I'm with you with punching Jordan Poole, and players fight in practice, but eventually that led to Jordan Poole wanting to trade off the team, pretty much, and you had something to do with that, player. You know what I'm saying? In a game like yesterday, Jordan Poole would absolutely be needed. I keep telling y'all, Jordan Poole needs to go back to Golden State, and Golden State needs to do what they need to do to get Jordan Poole back to Golden State, because, they're nothing without him. CP3 is not who he once was. I low-key feel like he was throwing the game yesterday. That's how I personally feel. Once again, one of LeBron's best friends. So I don't know how Steph Curry keeps allowing himself to be around the ops like this. Like, you got a dude in Chris Paul, who's LeBron James' best friend, and would probably do anything. He don't care at this point in his career. He know he ain't gonna win no championship. So why wouldn't this nigga want to sabotage Steph Curry? You know what I'm saying? Draymond Green, he's at odds with the organization, and it is what it is, right? So he would want to do what he need to do to sabotage the Golden State Warriors and to make LeBron look good at the end of the day. That's my personal take on it. I just think it's kind of crazy that this dude Draymond gives you 0 production. A lot of the games that he was suspended for because this nigga was doing dumb shit, I just think it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? The fact that y'all in the playing situation is crazy in general, because Draymond Green was getting suspended a lot during the season for all his antics and all the dumb shit that he was doing throughout the season. Maybe some of them games y'all end up winning, but because this nigga Draymond Green is so fucking emotional that, y'all end up in the situation that y'all in right now. And that's being in a play-in and only having a shot at winning. If you lose this game, you're done. Your season is over with. And you have this guy to blame. Now, Some of y'all could be like, tell like this TV, how you gonna say that, man? Steph Curry was there for the majority of the season. He supposed to be better than LeBron. Tell like that, you say he better than LeBron. Yeah, but when you have chemistry going on, and like I said, I'm not making no excuses for the petty king. I'm not making no excuses for that nigga at the end of the day. Like I said, I watched that nigga win a championship in Boston. Listen, that's the least nigga that I'm rooting for. I'm gonna keep it a bean pie with you, right? But he gets some blame for this. You know what I mean? He definitely gets some blame for this because his leadership must be in the question. And I know he got up there yesterday and said, I can't picture the team without Draymond Green. If, at least that's a quote that I read. I'm not sure how true that is because I didn't watch any post-game interviews or anything like that. But if that's something that Steph Curry said, then Steph Curry is a goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? He's a goddamn fool at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you were crying when the nigga got kicked out of the Orlando Magic game. You were crying, fam. You were crying real tears, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you so frustrated with this nigga at the end of the day of getting kicked out of fucking games and shit, bro. And how much every game was important at the time. Here it is, this nigga Draymond Green can't keep his emotions in check. He's like a goddamn broad out here in these streets who can't get their way. Okay? At the end of the day, like I said, man, Draymond Green must get his fucking emotions together, man. You know what I'm saying? This nigga must take some goddamn. I mean, they must gotta get this nigga on medication or something. You know what I'm saying? When he get out there on the court, because this nigga must need to smoke some weed or something. Maybe he's smoking too much weed. I don't know what's going on with Draymond, but this nigga be overly emotional in these fucking games, bro. Arguing with referees, nigga. We know the referees is complete garbage. You've been in the NBA long enough to know when the fix is in, okay? You've been in the NBA long enough to know that these referees are going to call bullshit calls, okay? And for you to be getting all these technicals, getting kicked out the game, punching players, smacking players, kicking players in the nuts, all this shit you out here doing, fam, that's costing you. You ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. That's a fact. You're doing nothing but hurting yourself at the end of the goddamn day. I mean, so I don't get the shit at the end of the day. Like I said, I think that they need to move on from Draymond Green. And that's just it, man. That's just what it is, man. Go ahead, trade Draymond. Let Draymond walk. Well, I don't think they can let him walk because I think they signed it. I mean, they dumb as hell for even signing an extension with this nigga. And he out here every year. You can count on this nigga to miss a plethora of games, not because this nigga's hurt, but because this nigga's getting suspended. And then when you're in the Western Conference, y'all niggas ain't got it like that no more. Let me just say this real quick. Y'all don't got it like that no more. Y'all niggas is not, y'all not the Golden State Warriors of 2015, 2016, 2014. Y'all not that era yet. Y'all older in y'all career. Y'all in a tough Western Conference, and y'all have a lot of young players and a lot of young teams that's gunning for y'all, that wants to achieve what y'all have achieved. And low-key, this is kind of revenge from last year because y'all should have lost to the Kings last year. Y'all should have lost to these niggas last year to keep it a bean pie. But everything works full circle, and the Kings got they payback in a certain, to a certain degree. They got their payback. But like I said, man, y'all not that same team. So y'all can't be, Draymond has to be a little bit more humble to his approach when it comes down to being on this court. This nigga get up on this podcast seem like the most, analytical and, professional dude. But when he's out there on the court, this nigga's like, bro, you're doing dumb shit to get yourself suspended. You only know how to act when it comes down to like a game like today, like last night. I mean, Draymond wasn't doing too much, and nothing that I could tell that the nigga was doing too much bullshit and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Being belligerent and kicking niggas and trying to kick niggas in the nuts and smacking players and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a well-behaved dude. Why? Because he probably was throwing the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if I don't see Draymond Green animated and shit like that, I'm thinking this nigga is throwing the game. I told y'all back in that playing game when they lost to the Lakers that Draymond Green is, you know what I'm saying? Draymond Green is an agent, you know what I'm saying? Point blank period. So, it just kind of is what it is, man. But that's my thoughts on it, man. But they got to get rid of Draymond Green, man. It's just that simple, man. Some of y'all might be calling for Clay because he had a bad game. Nah, they got to get rid of Draymond Green. It's time to replace the transmission at the end of the day. Yeah, man, it's time to go. It's time to go for Draymond. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with Draymond. You can't count on Draymond. That's the thing about it. You can't count on this nigga, bro. This nigga's out here. Like I said, I could see if he was getting hurt. This nigga's getting in situations to where the point he's getting suspended from the league because the nigga can't control his fucking emotions, bro. This nigga can't, like it's goddamn ridiculous. This nigga out here doing dumb shit, nigga. I've never seen somebody get suspended this much for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? For dumb shit. I mean, we almost counting on Draymond to want to get a tech and shit like that. Like, it's just dumb, man. It's just all the way dumb. If this nigga roll out the side of his bed the wrong way, you can count on Draymond getting kicked out the fucking game. Making it about himself more than the fucking team. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? At times you can win despite a nigga doing some dumb shit, kamikaze in the fucking mission. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can win like that. But as you start to get older in your professional career, as far as an athlete, man, this just certain shit you just can't do no more. And Golden State don't have the team. They don't have the team for this nigga to be acting the way this nigga's acting, fam. You know what I'm saying? So I think Golden State got to get rid of this nigga, man. Like I said, number one, he's a double agent, okay? This nigga gets on his knees for LeBron James, a nigga who's the ops at the end of the day. You can't win like that. You got to get this nigga up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of is what it is. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.